Hey guys, you might be tuning in because you've watched this channel before and you've seen our videos, maybe reacting to current events or, medical conditions that famous people have or news out of the disability benefits arena. But sometimes it is just educational videos in nature. We try to make them interesting, tell a few stories during the videos to kind of illustrate the important points of what we're talking about. And today, you also might have tuned in because either you or your loved one has applied for Social Security disability and gotten this form in the mail, or are going to apply for Social Security disability, wondering what is in store for you. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. The Function Report Adult or Adult Function Report, Form 3373, and why it is so amazingly important to the Social Security disability application. So, what is the Function Report Adult? Well, it's a form that talks about your illnesses, injuries, or conditions, as you can see down below. And the reason why it's so important is because Social Security is trying to learn about your activities of daily living, what your life is like, and kind of transfer that into a working environment, into an imaginary working environment, to see if you really can't work like you say you can't on the Social Security disability application. So obviously this is just the first page is just a demographic page, and then the second page is where it gets into the nitty-gritty of the function report, and you'll see it's all kinds of questions about what your life is like, and what you do on a daily basis, what you can do and what you can't do. And then, there are about 10 pages. All the rest of the pages have similar questions. And, it is the most important form you'll ever fill out for Social Security that you are answering the questions for. Because again, Social Security is looking at this form. They might not believe your answers on the form. They might think you're exaggerating. But if you fill out this form with not enough limitations, that you can do things that you can't really do, they're going to deny your case. So it's very important to fill this out accurately and completely. And so, I am going to now give you the top 3 secrets to winning, or at least not losing, with a function report. Because Social Security is going to look at your medical records also, and that's the main source of information that they have about your case, but they also want to know what you are alleging as your limitations. And so, number 3, answer like it's a bad day. And that's, people make this mistake all the time. They're having a good day, they have this form in front of them, and they say, yeah, I can walk my dog in the park, I can go bike riding, because they could that day. But then the next day, they're in bed all day because they overexerted themselves. That typically happens in like Parkinson's cases and MS, multiple sclerosis cases. I've had a lot of clients who have autoimmune diseases where they have a certain amount of energy, and one Wednesday, it's a bright sunny day outside, they go outside and they do things for a few hours, and they're in bed for the next 3 days. So make sure that's not what you're doing. That's not how you're answering the function report saying, yes, I can go outside and do yard work, when if you did that, it would put you in bed for 3 days. All right, and then explain in the summary, always explain in the summary how you answered. Say, I have bad days, and I have two or three bad days a week, or 2 or 3 bad days a month, or whatever the truth is, put it in the summary. Number 2, don't skip personal care. And that was on the second page that I showed you. And it's bathing, dressing, doing your hair, shaving, etc. That is really important, because that's one way Social Security is going to see how severe your illness or condition really is. If it prevents you or makes these things take longer, you need to reflect that. Don't skip. People skip that all the time. Don't skip it. It's very important, especially using the bathroom, because what'll happen is you'll say to yourself, I don't have any problem using the bathroom. I can go, I could go number 1, I can go number 2, fine. But that's not what they're asking. They're asking, can you sit on the toilet regularly? And a lot of you who are disabled and doing these applications, it takes, real efforts. You have to go slowly, or you have to use rails or whatever. Think about that and answer it. I know it's kind of embarrassing, but still, you have to put everything on this form. Okay, drum roll please. Now, the number 1 secret to winning with the function report is never, ever downplay your issues. And I see that a lot with people who had really amazing careers. So high-level professionals, they still believe in themselves and have confidence in themselves that they can do anything. And that's great when you're working, but then if an illness hits you, knocks you off your feet, and you can't work anymore, try to be honest with yourself, because if you're not, you're going to lose on this, okay? If, I had a client that was a high-level professional, sat down with him and his wife to fill this form out, and he kept saying, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do that. And I looked at him and I said, you have to tell me the truth, or else we might as well not even do this. And his wife said, thank you. Thank you so much. I've been telling him that for weeks. He finally said, yeah, it takes me about 2 hours to put on pants. I said, that's the kind of thing we need to put on there. If it's the truth, don't take this and say, oh, I'm going to write on the form, it takes me 2 hours to put on pants because Emmett told me to. Don't do that. You're only putting the truth on these forms, but don't downplay it. Don't write it like it's a good day, and tell the truth about your personal care. And you're going to have, a very good function report, and hopefully you will be successful in your case. Well, it was nice talking to you guys about function reports, Social Security, disability in general, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, that's the bell somewhere on your screen, and we love engagements, comments, questions. We love answering questions, so please don't hesitate, and we will see you next time.